Right. Yeah. Right. Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Still Tooblack in it. Today we're going to give you symbols, or we're going to give you the symbols, signs, emblems that are used, or that the devil man uses to show you that he's running it, so that if you choose to get involved in it, then his karma is clean. I hope that it makes sense. That's how it works. It says, let he who wishes to be deceived be deceived. So that's that's their game, right? So everything they do, they're going to put their signs and symbols in it. If you don't see it, you don't see it. So at this time of existence, there are people who have eyes they don't see, people who have ears they don't hear. But these things are in plain sight. Right. So, I think we all know what 33 is by now. So our friends are going to use 33 symbolism very much. So that'll be on the television set, the programming sets. It's going to be on mass media. Right, so the symbols have to be there. So 33 for the 33 degrees, which also represents the melting point of water, so that when you stop being solid, when you stop being thick, okay, or when you stop living on your lower vibrations, then you can rise into 34 and 35 and further. All right, so 33 is not the end of it. 33 is the beginning of it, right? So 33. So you're going to see a lot of 33 symbolism. Look out for them in your sports stars from Hollywood. 33 is going to be, almost everywhere. I should have set up video so I can refer to these things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for films or advertising, I'm just speaking about random and just point these things out to you, because they always put at least 3 of these things. So you're going to see 33 in the advertising, you're going to see 23, the mirror image for that is 32, and that's number 6. You're going to see number 7 very much. Number 7 is circle 7. All right, so you know about circle 7 and the fake religion that comes with that. Then obviously you know about number 11, 1, the Twin Towers, and then the 2 fishes, 69, the time of Pisces, and the people who are belong to the cult of Koloom, the dove people, the dove worshippers, the sun worshippers who are running the world now from the Vatican. Okay. So those are the fish people, and they wear the fish hat to show who they are, the Pisces people, the one who bring confusion, if you will, belief, right? So the belief systems are based on that. You also see the ribbon, so it can be represented in various ways, ribbon, and that can be written out as that, or the color as well. And then you're going to see obviously this stuff. When they put their fake stars in your face, they'll try and remember to put that guy in there, the brick, to show who they are, because they're supposedly meant to be builders or masons, right? So the masons who freed themselves from the origin and became free took the knowledge with them. So they'll put their symbolism. Now, number 3 is also represented as a C. So you're going to see a lot of C's around. Sometimes there could be 2 C's. So that's number 6. C and C together, whichever way. So 3-3 is MM as well. So you get stars called M&M. That's what it is, M&M. The same stars will use this symbolism also. And that's a pretty good symbolism. It's there all the time. So this is what this is. So this is Isis as well. And I think we know who Isis is by now. Isis, Sophia, Cleopatra, those kind of people. So this symbolism as well. So SS. So when you see M&M or SS, so M&M is 33, and SS is Slim Shady, or EE, or WW. All right. 77, or LL. Sometimes it's represented this way. So it could represent the bull or the devil's horns, as some people call it. So the symbolism is there, and they use their fingers to show this, or it'll be put behind the star. You see, in the advertising doesn't need to be there, and they don't need to stand in front of it in a certain way for a picture to be taken for them to show that. But according to the rules of the game, they have to show who they are. And then obviously we know about the compass with the 4 cardinal points, all being as above, so below. So the north of the north is just a variation of the south, with the snake, or the S. So Slim Shady is SS, and M&M. All right, so that's what it is. Same thing, EE. Other symbolism, I think everybody's familiar with the triangle with the eye in the middle, the eye symbolism, the one eye. So you'll have all your stars covering one eye in various forms. I will go through that when I get the images, so I can refer clearly to this. Then we'll see obviously the diamond, which is 3-3 as well. So the diamond can be represented as that or as that, or that as well, right? And then we have the this fallen angel symbolism, because supposedly whoever they worship came from heaven and fell as lightning. So it represents, this is what's called upward pointing star, and the downward pointing star, which some people refer to as the Baphomet, this one here. Right, 33 is this symbolism also, being that a triangle is 1, 2, and 3. And then the other 3, 1, 2, and 3. 33 symbolism, that's the same thing as this, as above, so below, square and compass, with a G in the middle. For the G spot, being gold or guard or whatever the value is. Okay, so that's the spot right in the middle. Righty, this symbolism also represented this way. So all your stars, these stars, your Hollywood stars, actually representing fallen angels, and they'll put this symbolism on the hats. There's a few more variations of it. The point I'm trying to get to is that everything you see on your television set, everything is BS. There isn't a single truth in it. Not a single truth. Best thing to do is turn off the television, throw it away, never ever ever watch it, or if you do watch it, do not get emotionally involved. Right? You need to understand what it is. It's programming, it's a TV program. They create a set with actors in it, and once they film it, they're going to broadcast it to you through a channel. So they're channeling energies through the black mirror. Okay, so if you don't know what a black mirror is, what it's for, it's best if you do some research and you'll find out what it is that they're doing, channeling these images to you and how it's affecting you internally. Okay? So everything from Hollywood is bullshit. Everything is false. There isn't a single reality in Hollywood. I'm talking about everything. From I've heard there's a character in the White House called Donald Trump. He used to be a businessman, and now he's suddenly become the president of the United States of the America. So that one, you see, that's an actor who's entertaining the masses and getting them emotionally involved so that they do stupid things. That's what the politicians are there for. In every single country, the politicians are actors. They don't run anything. They're there to entertain you. Okay? So, this is what it is. Supposedly, at some point in existence, people were more spiritual than they were, than they are today. And at some point, they came down and started doing bullshit things, which are not spiritual. They're very, very physical. And this is where most people are stuck today. 90% of people are stuck here. You see. So that's your task in life, is to understand that there's a spiritual part of you, which is the immaterial, and there's a physical part of you, which is the material. And you can choose where you want to live. There's also an intellectual part of you, which is reason, and an emotional part of you, which doesn't depend entirely on reason. It works, or sometimes it happens by itself, but it doesn't happen by itself. You have control over it. So for the people who are here, who follow these Hollywood stars, they're very emotional people all the time. And they live a physical life entirely. So it's always about the lower three chakras, which is the red, the orange, and the yellow belly people. So the red people are people who focus entirely on fight or flight, F or F. Just two reactions only, because they're using their lower brain. The reptilian brain is the lowest brain, right? All a reptile can do is fight or flight. Okay? And the other two Fs, what's the other two Fs? I know there's four. I mean, two Fs split into two. So, fight, flight, fornicate, and feed. That's it. And they cannot talk about anything else except those things. You see, it gets a bit boring after a while. It's like, come on, man, give me something else. And then it moves up a little bit. And then you get to the people who live on the entertainment side. So it's all about the belly. In entertainment, so all they think about is food or drinks to put in there. So it's all about the belly. It's a lower living. And then you go up one step, you get the yellow bellies, who know there's something better if they go up, but they have a yellow belly. They're still thinking about it. You see, they want to stay on the emotional side and get upset about every single thing, and they want to stay on the physical side and wake up every morning with the sole intent to accumulate physical possessions. You see. So if you ever manage to get here, that's the symbolism for it, the center chakra is that. If you manage to get here, then understand that from here you develop your mammalian brain. That's a midbrain, because a reptile is just that. It's cold as fish. A reptile is your automatons, the Hitler boys on the street today. Those are the basemen. Those are reptiles, because they have no emotion like that. They're there to, like a robot, you see. Anyway, we're getting distracted, where are we? Yeah, so if you do get up to here, okay, so those will be the two pillars of masonry, or the Ida and the Pingala, and then Shishumna in the middle, which is the middle path, or the Christ path, right? So from the reptilian brain, you get the mammalian brain. A reptile who doesn't care about his anything else. He doesn't care about anything except feeding and fighting. That's it. A mammal who care about its young and will actually defend its young. You see. And then you go to, that's your mammalian brain. Then you go to your, let's say your higher brain, or your frontal. If you start using your frontal lobes, then this doesn't only be two options. Here is where you get creativity, calculation, imagination. The frontal lobes with imagination is limitless, so the choices you have in life are limitless. Unlike down here, we only have two. Right? But you can only do that if you focus 90% of your effort on the spiritual and 90% of your effort